Dr. Whibley?
Yeah.
Here.
Right.
Wells?
Here.
Mr. Pendleton?
Here.
And Ms. Span is absent. Mr. Bateman?
Here.
And Ms. Sutter?
I am here.
Cool. We'll go through some architectural review board items that came forward through design review. To brief you on that are on the agenda upstairs.
We had a busy month, so we have 4 more items for you all today. The first one, so these are just summary slides. You'll have the full presentations downstairs. 1200 and 1221 West 25th Street. This is at the rail yard. So this development came through during COVID, and they did construction, or they started construction and everything in 2024. The major part of that development was really focused on trying to blend the new construction with the existing historic buildings. And so because of that, the new buildings were pulled pretty much right to the property line in order to line up with the existing historic buildings. That resulted in some encroaching awnings, lighting fixtures, sunshades, and just most likely due to the time that the development went through, the actual encroachment portion was not caught. Recently, another permit was going through and they said, oh, where's your encroachment permit? Where's your encroachment agreement? And everyone says, I'm not sure. So they're coming through to get everything buttoned up for that. This is existing conditions, and this is what you see here. There's the stairway connecting the buildings 5 and 6, which are both 2-story. The Jimmy John's and Bundt Cake building, and then the large multi-purpose building in the back. They all have slight encroachments. It's only a few feet into the public right-of-way. Any questions about this one? This was a unanimous recommendation from the ARB to
you all as presented. Our second one is for outdoor dining at 2411 Granby Street. This is Bosserhoon's new
location. They are going to be adding outdoor dining. It will be split on either side of the main door. There will be 8 seats on each side. They will be going through to modify their conditional use permit in order to add the outdoor dining. This as well was recommended unanimously as it met the outdoor spaces guidelines. 1517 Colley. This is for signage, lighting, and a new, redone ADA accessible ramp. Pretty straightforward things there, just as you see it. So, again, unanimous recommendation from ARB. Lastly, we have a design review item. This is from the city at Elmwood Cemetery, which has been full for a little while now. They are proposing to add columbaria, which will add about 560 additional spaces for interment at the cemetery through those niches. The columbaria will be located perpendicular to the administrative building, which is pretty much in the center of the cemetery when you first come in. The materials that they're proposing are primarily red granite to contrast with the historic materials of the cemetery, but to kind of unify it, they're also proposing to have gray granite slab tops and things like that. No lighting is proposed, and there won't be nameplates affixed to the niches. What will happen instead is that as somebody is interred, their name will be engraved into the stone. There will be an accessible ADA parking space added to the site. So right now you just kind of park alongside the road. The intention is to provide accessibility to the columbaria, and to accommodate that there will be sidewalks on either side, and then there will be one that's parallel to the administrative building that will connect to the parking area. Again, this was a unanimous recommendation as presented. Questions? Excellent.
I'm just going to leave it on this because I only have 2 quick updates for you guys, and it's not related to the slides. The
Little Creek Applebee's
during the mid-month meeting, I told you guys that the outdoor dining will be closing by 11. The request is to keep the outdoor dining open until midnight when they close, and staff has no concerns with that, given there's no residential nearby to the property. And La Cucina de Tula, we talked to you guys during the mid-month about updating their floor plan to move some of the outdoor dining to maintain ADA accessibility, and they've done that. It's not going to be updated in the slides, but it will be updated because we don't tie them to the floor plan. So they agreed to move the one outdoor dining table to the other side of the building. That's all I have for you for updates.
All the recommendations.
Oh yeah, we're recommending approval on all of these applications.
anything else for the preview? Any discussion? Okay, well then let's adjourn before the, oh, I'm sorry.
Just have a couple things, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I thought you and
I meant that for everyone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Council met on Tuesday, Madam Chair. They had 2 items from their agenda, from your agenda in May that was on their agenda. Was the OV Beach Bella pizzeria, which was approved, and the short-term rental on Virgilina Avenue, which you recommended denial on, they denied. Past that, the rezonings all are on the one meeting that's in July. I think there was a cram up in the advertising it with the clerk's office and getting them through their system. We'll have those rezonings that you had. Also in front of you, you have staff. We worked diligently with the city attorney's office. Thank you to all the staff that helped mark up the draft for this. This is the draft text for the short-term rental overlay district that was discussed at your mid-month meeting. Reflecting the hybrid approach where there will be an administrative process for everything outside of 500 feet from another short-term rental property, and then the ability to request short-term rentals inside 500 feet by conditional use permit. There is some nuance here that we use to capture the comments of the commission as well as the comments of the community that were concerns about what is the standard you review it against, other things like that. We have that all listed in here as additional standards to review for conditional use permits. Please take time to review it and mark it up. We will come back at the mid-month meeting in July to further discuss this and the enforcement process. And then we'll also be setting up meetings with the Willoughby Civic League members as well as the short-term rental operator group Strive to try to start talking this through. We will also post this on the website tomorrow so that it's available to the public. There's no concerns with this, key concerns with the draft.
When do you anticipate we'll vote on it?
We still have it, it's continued to date certain in August, so we're trying our best. We're gonna keep moving towards August, so.
Good job.
I'm not to drag us into any details here, but I know there were a lot of questions about specific things like the signage on these units being on the house versus at the street or someplace. Did the staff have any? I mostly addressed the larger scale things. The smaller ones, which hopefully we'll flesh out in our discussions with them, that really stand out to them as being issues, then we can try to capture that moving forward. I will note that the community, from the feedback we have, and we need to get that sent over to all the commissioners, the Willoughby Civic League members prefer the administrative option only with no ability to ask for things inside that buffer. That's been the feedback that we're receiving at this time. If a conditional use permit is used appropriately, then that truly is only the exception that gets approved rather than just the rubber stamp. So that's why we also added additional review standards. So, but we'll hopefully, again, like we said, Mr. Beaton, we'll try to flush all that out, and if we've missed it somewhere and we need to adjust it, we'll also get those things adjusted. Can you speak to the enforcement component? I don't think that's probably.
There is an enforcement component in here that talks about those that are legally operating and what will happen as we document it moving forward. So there is an enforcement component in this. Jeremy will provide a full presentation on enforcement and kind of the perception of the community, and then who all does that enforcement in 2 weeks. That way we can kind of have it all hammered out for you. We think that currently right now the approach is to get compliance, and that's always our approach. I think we've gone past the point of where I don't want to say polite, we're always polite, right? We're always polite. But on holding back and just waiting for compliance, I think we're just gonna start having to cite people accordingly just so that it's on the books. And again, not all this is our enforcement, but we believe there's also a piece that needs to have kind of a full sweep of all the city resources to go in and take a look at it. Because a lot of the things we had Tom, our short-term rental inspector, just kind of camp out in Willoughby this week just to see what he's seeing. And a lot of the complaints that are out there that he saw anecdotally, we didn't like tally mark it, but a lot of the parking in the grass and trash cans and litter are coming from the regular property owners and
rental units, not the short-term rentals. So we do 360 inspections, so if we do a full sweep, everyone gets treated equally, so so we
Well,
believe
that's
it.
great, because that's the kind of data we need to be able
Exactly.
to make decisions, and the community needs to see. So can we get that non-anecdotally to somehow record it?
I think the only way to do that is to actually go out and just start citing people, so I think we wanna present it to you first. I will say we'll probably give fair warning to the community that this is the approach that we're taking, and then go and sweep it with the.
I'm with you, Scott, on that. It should be known. Violators are not always the short-term rentals, it's actually some of the rentals.
Again, not all that is ours. There are key lead agencies that have other things like solid waste and neighborhood development, and parking. But it may end up trying to be a bit more robust. It's tough to get us all coordinated to go out, but I think this will be one of our key things we do
You
here.
deputize Tom with more capacity.
Thank you, and it looks like we got a little bit of homework. I look forward to the discussions leading up to the ultimate time to make decisions and also refining this to make sure that we get as close to right as possible. Not letting perfect be the enemy of good. So thank you, I appreciate it. Before I close this out, is there any other discussion?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, thank you, Paula. On the back of your agendas, if you didn't notice, there should be.
Second page.
This is public meetings.
Yes, there's not anything on this one yet. We'll probably print this front and back next time, but we're going to start trying to address the request to kind of list out all the meetings that we're aware of on the back of your agenda, so that we couldn't come up with a digital way to do it, so we're just gonna try to list out what we know about.
I see, okay.
And it'll be as comprehensive as we can get it, but yeah, we'll try.
Okay.
There'll be ours, we'll put ours for sure, and then if there's a meeting on a bike lane or something like that in transportation, we'll try to, include things like that on there.
Okay, that'll be very helpful, thank you.
That's in the know.
Yes, sometimes we hear during other meetings, other people's meetings, and we're like, oh, okay, if I'm needed, if I'm needed those, send me an invite, but I'm like, oh, well, no, there's other people I need to let know about these meetings, so we'll do a better job of trying to keep notes so that when we hear about the other meetings from other departments, and we'll try to make sure the commission's in the know.
Thank you, very good. All right, if there isn't anything else, adjourn until the public hearing, thank you.